Namaste students, I am Professor Dr. Ina Diwan, Director Faculty of Law and Governance from Jyoti Vidyapith Women's University, Jaipur. Today's our session is Appealable Awards. The parties cannot appeal against an arbitral award as to its merits and the court cannot interfere on its merit. The Supreme Court has observed an arbitrator is judge appointed by the parties, and as such an award passed by him is not to be lightly interfered with. But this does not mean that there is no check on the arbitrator's conduct. In order to assure proper conduct of proceeding, the law allows certain remedies against an award. Indian scenario. Under the Repeal Act 1940, three remedies were available against an award: modification, remission and setting aside. These remedies have been put under the 1996 Act into two groups. To the extent to which the remedy was for rectification of errors, it has been handed over to the parties and the tribunal. The remedy for setting aside has been molded with the returning back the award to the tribunal for removal of defects. Section 34 provides that an arbitral award may be set aside by a court on certain grounds specified therein. Under Section 34 of the Act, a party can challenge the arbitral award on the following grounds. Number 1, the parties to the agreement are under some incapacity. Number 2, the agreement is void. Number 3, the award contains decision on matters beyond the scope of the arbitration agreement. Number 3, the composition of the arbitral authority or the arbitral procedure was not in accordance with the arbitration agreement. The award has been set aside or suspended by a competent authority of the country in which it was made. The subject matter of dispute cannot be settled by arbitration under Indian law, or the enforcement of the award would be contrary to Indian public policy. The Amendment Act has added an explanation to Section 34 of the Act. In the explanation, public policy of India has been clarified to mean only if the making of the award was induced or affected by fraud or corruption or was in violation of Section 35 or 81, or it is contravention with the fundamental policy of Indian law, or it is in contravention with the most basic notions of the morality or justice. Section 34 clause 2b mentions two more grounds which are left with the court itself to decide whether to set aside the arbitral award. Number 1, dispute is not capable of settlement by arbitral process. Number 2, the arbitral award is in conflict with the public policy of India. The Amendment Act clarified that an award will not be set aside by the court merely on erroneous application of law or by reappreciation of evidence. A court will not review the merits of the dispute in deciding whether the award is in contravention with the fundamental policy of Indian law. The Amendment Act has also introduced a new section providing that the award may be set aside if the court finds that it is vitiated by the patent illegality which appears on the face of the award in case of domestic arbitrations of ICA state in India. Patent illegally has been kept outside the purview of the arbitral challenge. A challenge under this section can be filed only after providing prior notice to opposite party. Section 34 of the Act is based on Article 34 of the of the UNCITRAL model law, and the scope of the provision for set aside the award is far less than it was under the section 30 or 33 of the 1940 Act. In Municipal Corporation of Greater Mumbai versus Pre-Tress Products, the court held in this case that the new act was brought into being with the express parliamentary objective of curtailing judicial intervention. Section 34 significantly reduces the extent of possible challenge to an award. एक केस लिखिए आप इन Senshin Chemical Industry versus Oriental Carbons and Chemicals Limited. In this case, there arose a dispute between the parties regarding the decision of the Joint Arbitration Committee relating to venue of arbitration. The apex court held that a decision on the question of venue will not be either an award or an interim award so as to be applicable under section 34 of the Act. In Rajendranath versus Mayank, in this case, the court held that what the parties have asserted upon the arbitral award during the pendency of the application, challenging its validity, it would amount to estoppel against attacking the award. नेक्स्ट हम लेंगे इंटरनेशनल सिनेरियो. पहले हम बात कर रहे थे इंडियन सिनेरियो की. इंटरनेशनल सिनेरियो में जनरली द ग्राउंड फॉर चैलेंजिंग एन अवार्ड आर लिमिटेड एंड मैनी कंट्रीज डू नॉट परमिट अपील्स फ्रॉम द डिसीजन ऑफ एन आर्बिट्रल ट्रिब्यूनल. In countries that have adopted the UNCITRAL model law on the international commercial arbitration, award can only be challenged by seeking their annulment at the seat of the arbitration. Award may also be challenged by resisting their enforcement in a place where the successful party seeks to enforce them. Even if an award is annulled or of an enforcement is refused, this may not necessarily prevent it from being enforced in another country. The grounds to challenge of awards. The grounds to challenge of awards given in Part 1st, Section 34 of the Indian Arbitration Conciliation Act are applicable only the domestic awards, are not to foreign awards. Supreme Court in Bharat Aluminium versus Kesar Aluminium Technical Service Corporation, reconsidering its previous decision, concluded that the Indian Arbitration Act should be interpreted in a manner to give effect to the intent of Indian Parliament. In the case, the court reversed its earlier ruling in cases of Bhatia International versus Bull Protein SA and others. And कई और एग्जाम्पल्स भी हैं. इन सभी में जजमेंट्स वर इनकरेक्ट. Part 1 of the Indian Arbitration Act has no application to arbitration seated outside India, irrespective of whether parties choose to apply the Indian Arbitration Act or not. Most importantly, these findings of the Supreme Court are applicable only to arbitration agreement excluded after 6 September 2012, all disputes pursuant to arbitration agreement entered into up to 6 September 2012 shall be decided by all precedents irrespective of the fact that according to the Supreme Court, such rulings were incorrect and have been reversed. Most challenges will be made before the courts, although each country which has a law governing arbitration will have its own concept for challenging arbitral awards. There are three general grounds for such challenges. An award may be challenged on jurisdictional grounds, that is, the non-existence of a valid and binding arbitration clause, and award may be challenged on what may be broadly described as procedural grounds, such as failure to give proper notice of the appointment of an arbitrator. An award will be challenged on substantive grounds on the basis that the arbitral tribunal made a mistake of law or on the grounds of a mistake of fact. समझ में आया? And last, some arbitration rules provided for internal challenges. The most extensive provision for the challenge of arbitral awards by means of an internal review procedure to be found in the ICSID arbitration rules. In the case of an application for the annulment of the award, an ad hoc committee of 3 members which constituted by ICSID to determine the application. If the award is annual, whole or in the part, either party may ask for the dispute to be submitted to a new tribunal, which tribunal will consider the dispute again and then deliver a new, something a final award. So, students, the topic is completed. If you have any query, any doubt, you can ask. Feel free to contact me. I will tell you some important questions regarding this topic which will be beneficiary for the examination purpose. So guys, write down in your notebooks question number 1. Write down. Explain the appealable award. Explain the appealable award with decided case clause. Write down question number 2. Can arbitral award be appealed? What is an interim award? What does arbitration award mean? I hope सभी लोगों को ये टॉपिक अच्छे से समझ में आ गया होगा. इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर द एग्जामिनेशन पर्पज. सो थैंक यू फॉर लिसनिंग मी.